Apple has released another series of updates, including the one for the WatchOS. So WatchOS 8.4 has been released, and here is a quick update on what's going on with it. The update has been released on the 26th of January, which wasn't really long ago, and as you can see, the size of the update isn't really that big either. So 200 megabytes on my Apple Watch Series 5, and I'm of course updating from the previous WatchOS 8.3. And the description doesn't really say a lot about it, only mentions some chargers that may not be and may not work as expected, so this should be fixed. But I can tell you now that there are some other things going on in the background when it comes to the security of the WatchOS, so let's just get into it. And as you probably know, I like to compare the storage before and after updates, because a lot of times some cached files get removed or some more space, more room simply appears after updating for some reason. So I like to keep track of that, and a lot of times it even inspires you or makes you want to go update so you gain more storage. Anyways, running the 8.3, which was the previous version of the WatchOS. You can see capacity always 32 gigs on my Apple Watch, but the available is at 23.22 gigabytes. And after updating to 8.4, it jumped to 25.35. So we have about 2 gigabytes of storage increase, which is definitely fine. Not something hugely noticeable on the Apple Watch, but it's always great to have more storage. When it comes to the fixes, well, as you can see that some chargers may not work properly. It's impossible for me to find those that didn't work and see if they work now, but you should at least expect some better support in case you had some problem. But if you go to the security page of Apple's software updates, in the WatchOS 8.4 section, there are some entries which are kind of interesting, and a lot of times it's something like a patch that prevents third parties from executing their own codes. So you can see it's been released on January 26th this year, and there are exactly 8 entries and 8 things that got improved or patched with this WatchOS 8.4. I am going to link the page down below in the description in case you would like to check it out for yourself, but it's mostly, like I said, for preventing maliciously crafted files from arbitrary code execution, meaning that if you, for example, you can take a look at the WebKit fix. It means that if you use the WebKit, which is like the mini web browser on the Apple Watch, and you get to a certain website in the 8.3, in some rare occasions, some third parties could access your Apple Watch and perform their own codes in order to like exploit it and stuff. So definitely great that it's been fixed with the 8.4. As an end user, you don't really need to understand every single thing, but just keep in mind and read through it if you want, that it's for your good and for your own security. So updating is always a good idea when it comes to security, and we're not losing any kind of new features or anything like that, so I would not be worried about that. It is too early to focus on some things like performance and battery, and I'm saying too early because I just updated the Apple Watch, and even if I updated the first day, it hasn't been enough time for me to test it out. But anyways, it's not a big update, it's just a point update, so we do not expect any new features and no different usage of the battery, and it's like speed improvements, or it shouldn't get any worse when it comes to speed. I mean, it should about stay the same, I guess, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. So this would be pretty much it. I do not think that there is anything else that I should update you on when there is nothing else to talk about. So I would just end the video for now, and I would say thanks a lot for watching. You can leave a thumbs up definitely on this video if you liked it, and for more content like this, just like all the time, subscribe so you don't miss it. Have a great rest of the day.